G'day, welcome to 5 Minutes at 5 with Gavin, myself. Well, today I want to talk a little bit about gardening, and in particular, grafting. Do you like gardening? I love gardening. I love putting the effort in and seeing plants grow. And I'll be honest, plants always die. That's part of gardening. But if you plant enough plants, something's going to go right. Well, that's the way I see it. A couple of weeks ago, a friend was leaving town and she said, did you want some soil that she had to get rid of? And I said, oh yes please, I'd love some soil. And so she brought it over, and in the soil was a tossed out seed. And I decided, well, I'll plant it in a pot and see what happens. Well, after a little while, it sprouted, and here it is. It's an avocado tree, and I proudly posted it on Facebook. And a friend said to me, do you know, an avocado tree that is grafted produces far more fruit than a tree that is grown from a seed. So the recommendation was, let this grow for a year, then cut it and graft it to another rootstock. Well, in the Bible, gardening is a really important image. It's an image of the place where God dwells, and we talk about Genesis 1 and 2, where God is dwelling in the garden with humanity. It's a place where we flourish and we thrive. And you think of Paul when he talks about the fruit of the Spirit of God produces fruit in us, and that's a wonderful image. Well, Jesus calls himself the true vine. In ancient Israel, the idea of the vine was an image for the people of Israel. And so Jesus is saying, I am the true Israel. And he says that you need to be grafted into me. Because when you're grafted into me, you're getting your source. The gardener is God the Father. And so in me is power and strength. And you will produce much fruit. A bit like my avocado tree. You'll produce an abundance of fruit. I think it's really special. At this struggling time of COVID-19, there's a danger that we can go to a place where we look at people external to us, people that are different to us, and we call them the other. The other is someone that we look at negatively, and we can put down, or we can put blame on, put hatred on, and they are the other. But the ministry of Jesus, saying that he is the true vine, was quite radical. Because in the early church, as it was forming, it started out being a Jewish sect, coming out of the Jewish community. But what they started doing, because they had this ministry, what was called a ministry of reconciliation, was they were inviting people from external of the Jews. They were inviting Gentiles, that meaning anyone that is not a Jew. They were inviting women, they were inviting children, they were inviting people of low stature, high stature. Everyone could come. And part of that, I think, was because they saw themselves not in their own strength. They saw themselves as new creations. They saw themselves grafted into Jesus. And Jesus was giving them the power to be reconciled with God, but also with each other. It helped them to not see people as other, but they saw them as possible branches grafted into the vine. And so their posture to others was love, because there was strength within them from the rootstock, that being Jesus. That's a wonderful thing, particularly at this time in our life, where when there's fear and anxiety rising, we can look at others and we put them down. You know, when I'm feeling insecure and fearful, or I'm feeling like I'm having a bad day, sometimes what I do is I want to put someone else down so I can elevate myself up. Have you ever done that? Yeah, you kind of put someone down over there and then I feel better about myself. The other. Well, Jesus isn't about that. He gives us the strength and the hope and life in him. That's the gift that he gives to us. And we produce fruit, wonderful, sweet tasting fruit, because of the strength that he gives us. He is the true vine, and we can produce beautiful fruit in him. Well, I hope that's helpful. And I hope that as you go out and you walk in the garden and you see plants and you see fruit trees, you think of Jesus going, hey, he is the true vine, and he is the one that gives us hope. Well, I hope that's helpful. Hey, you know what? I'd really love to hear from you. I've had some emails from people saying they really appreciated this. And that's been a real encouragement to me. And I'd love to hear from you. Okay, all right. I'll see you later. Bye.